Hey YouTube, welcome back to Universe X, and for this video we're going to be doing a best 2 out of 3 for Battle Spirit Saga. Wanted to get a lot more gameplay on here. We're going to have some deck profiles soon, and hopefully we'll have some even cooler footage coming off this weekend. I believe we're going to a 1K, so that'll be pretty cool. That being said, I hope you guys are ready to get keyed in. This time it'll be Terrasaur Aggro versus Core Control Purple. So, with that being said, do want to let you guys know that there are a bunch of ways you can support the channel for the free, and that can involve just going down, clicking that like button, hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already, hitting the notification button. But you can also follow me on things like Discord, or you can join the Discord. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and you can even go over and check out the Twitch channel where we stream games. Depends on what we're gonna play. Right now, we are currently going through the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, one of my all-time favorite game franchises of all time. So, I said all-time twice. Point being, let's hop into that match. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, see you. All right. So as I said before, we got red Terrasaur Aggro versus Core Control Purple. This is going to be a very interesting matchup because Pterosaur should have the advantage, being able to just put out body after body after body and then press the offensive. However, Core Control Purple will be able to prey a lot on the wider boards, So the strategy for the Pterosaur player is going to have to change a little bit. There's going to have to be a lot more of the tall stacking cores on the spirits instead of just the wide board, which is going to slow down the aggression a little bit, perhaps give Purple the chance it needs to stabilize. So you've seen that we have the Lancer, Cavalier Lancer, to draw a card, and then we're going to play a Rain Needle and then a Ovi and just put a sorry, that's a Dilf. Yeah, I apologize. But yeah, we're going to make sure we put 2 cores on each to make sure that we just can't get Spider Demon or anything. And then we're going to follow it up by setting a burst, likely to be Starless Draw because Purple has so many come into play effects that are good. And we're just going to start pressing. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask quite a bit. Alright, so we get a Camelot Knight put out into a Dragon Naga. So now we've got Curse on board. Dragon Naga isn't going to be able to do his draw, and he is going to pass over the turn. There is no reason to swing into a potential big block, or even something like a burning force, which is still probable at that time. So now we've got the Eagle out with 2 cores on it as well. The board is starting to get bigger, and these things are going to swing and be 1,000 bigger because of Scorched Earth. So this is going to force the block from the Camelot Knight, showing me that right now he actually does not have the ability to Ice Shield. He's contemplating the block with Dark Lancer, and he ends up taking it. And now he's going to block Rain Needle, and they're both going to die. Decent trade though for me. I'm starting to really wear down his I'm wearing down on his life. Sorry, I'm wearing down his life and his reduction. So now the purple player needs to stabilize. It is getting to a point where, without seeing Ice Shield, this is going to get very hairy. So we're getting another Dragon Naga just to make blocker bodies, and then we're getting a Netherworld Depth. So now he's going to be able to dig a little bit to get that Ice Shield. See, in his hand, he's got a Burning Force and a Deadly Balance. So he's got some removal on deck. It's just a matter of how the red side will end up walking into it or playing around it. So we're going to get out another Rain Needle. And then we're going to play a Dragron Trooper. Potentially opening myself up to a lot. Getting that in there. He's going to get a draw from Netherworld. Unavoidable. He's going to decide to block here. He doesn't have enough to use Burning Force, actually. Okay, so now I'm sitting here attempting to swing in. This is where I'm opening myself up. So he's going to choose to block here, and then he's going to Burning Force. He only has one target he can use, or so, and you try to resolve as much of the effect as possible. I goofed up because I forgot that Dragon Captain is actually 4K right now. Because of Scorched Earth and his own on attack effect. We're getting low on hand, but the momentum is here, and it doesn't look he's drawn an Ice Shield yet. So we're hitting the Beldegor, popping my Eagle. Interesting. And next we're getting a Mordred coming out, popping my other card. Giving me a pass. I guess that's not a Star Blast. We might have goofed up here earlier in the game. So we got Oviraptor. We're going to pay the 2 for a Star Blast draw to draw 2. Seeing the Pterosaur and an Andromeda. The Andromeda is very, very good because we cannot have that Netherworld Depth stay on there forever. We'll play the Ovi, spread out our cores, and we are so safe from dying. So I believe this is just going to be the pass because there's not really much of a reason to swing in here, I don't think. But I could be wrong. The Netherworld Depth makes it very hard. He has so far been blocking and destroying, so he hasn't been able to just stop my turn outright. But it would be very, very, very bad for him to draw into Ice Shield right now because he's starting to stabilize. So we get to swing with Dragron Trooper going up to like, what, 4K, 5K? He now does have the Ice Shield in hand. He's going to end up blocking with the Beldegor because swinging again is going to allow him to block with Mordred if he chooses, and Mordred will bring back the Beldegor and snipe something. So now I'm just in a position where I do not want to give him that second swing. So now he's got a Purple Smoke Valley. Going to allowing him to start getting some draws out when he reduces things to 0. To make sure he takes down an Oviraptor. Pendacles got an attack. Yup. Ended up finishing it off in a draw from Smoke Valley. This is starting to get a little bit out of my reach. So we're going to play Ray Needle, and then we're going to play Andromeda, which needs to get rid of Netherworld so that we can hopefully have a chance to even play here. Next we're going to get into Swing. This is where we have to have Beldegor get, we have to actually have Beldegor get triggered. So Mordred is going to die. And then he's going to use, he's going to block with Mordred and he's going to Ice Shield. Mordred dies, of course. And there's not enough to bring back Beldegor here. So the grip is getting strong, but the issue here is I'm not sure if he has another, if he even has another Ice Shield. But Pendicles is going to be able to kill Andromeda on Swing at this point, so that's something to note as well. Setting up a second Smoke Valley, and he's got another Ice Shield in hand now. This is going to be where it starts to get tricky. Dragonaga Swing allowing me to take down Little Life. We're going to end up playing some more bodies. We literally have to. Of course, Pendicles is in the way. And he has an Ice Shield. So this is fairly contested. Rearranging some of the cores. We want to make sure that like we're putting ourselves in dangerous Cursed Dragon, but we're gonna end up swinging, and he has to be confronted if I'm not mistaken. But we just need to get Pendicles out of the way. See. Oh, so now we have Netherworld Depths up again. We're gonna have a core drain taking out my Terrasaur. But the main issue here is if he doesn't have somebody's bumping the table from the other end, I had to tell him to chill for a little bit. If we don't get another Ice Shield, then this game is pretty much over right here. So we're going to get a Burning Force for the double. We get a Dark Lancer Cavalier, and this is specifically... Actually, no, that's an Algalov. So when it dies, he gets to draw. So if he blocks, he hopefully gets to see an Ice Shield. He's definitely digging here. We're just going to spread out some cores to make sure we can have Confront. Actually, that's not even Confront. That's just bigger body at this point. We have Flamefish and Scorched Earth in hand. Not exactly the greatest. But we will play Flamefish because this is going to put him in a terrible position. And now we're going to swing with Flamefish. And he gets the draw. It's not Ice Shield. And if he blocks with it, I get to take out his other card. And of course he knows that bit. So he gets to draw from that. He could not block with Dragonaga on that one. So he had to block with that one. And yeah, that looks like it is the game. So let's move on to number 2. Alright. So going into game 2, he will get a choice of who goes first or second. He will choose himself to go second because right now there's not a lot of advantages on going first. Going second has first attack. Going second has an extra core. So yeah, when both sides have the same amount of card advantage and it just comes down to that, going second is generally almost always the move. So he's going to play his Purple Smoke Valley and then immediately go into a free Camelot. I started off my game with Scorched Earth, and then he set up his turn 1 play. So I have a couple things. I see Rain Needle, I see Oviraptor, and I think I see 2 of the Terrasaur big boys. So now we're going to swing with Rain Needle. It's too big for him to block. And yeah, we're not open up to anything right now. And then we're going to swing with Oviraptor. And he's going to block with Camelot Knight to keep his life up. He's very much so in the know right now that it is not a good idea to just take these early damages. He just needs to be able to stabilize. We got a Dark Lancer out, so he's going to get a card to draw. A Burning Force, excellent in this matchup if he can catch me with it. Playing another Camelot Knight. While keeping his Dark Lancer above my own Burning Force range. Play a second Scorched Earth so that we get above Burning Force with pretty much anything that we do. But there's nothing that stops me from outright dying. So we need to still kind of think about things a little bit. We're going to swing in with Rain Needle and swing with Oviraptor again. Getting the desired result, we got to block out. Producing 5 bodies can be particularly not hard in any deck at this point, but like this deck is more of a mid-range tempo. It can aggro due to Camelot Knights in some of its plays, but for the most part, I felt pretty safe about not immediately dying right here. And for him to put that much pressure on, he would definitely need to go all in. Now this did suck. I protected myself from Burning Force on the offense, but the defense made it extremely weak for me. He's down to 4 cards in hand, but with the Purple Smoke on board, he's going to be looking to stabilize soon. And my hand is getting lower and lower, so we need to see exactly what we can do here. I see a Bearded. Well, I see the Eagle in hand. We're going to play that. Put cards on here, and we are going to swing. I do believe this should force a block because he does not want me to gain 2 cards in hand. And that's cool. We got rid of his body on board, and we were able to avoid getting touched. So he's going to end up core draining me because we can't have nice things. Playing a Dragonaga. And then looking to make a swing. I see a Netherworld Depths and a Cursed Dragon in hand, along with a Spider Demon. 2 Cursed Dragons. Alright, and now his board's starting to get established. If I play something with less than 2 cores, he's going to get a draw just by swinging with Spider Demon, and he's going to get another draw by swinging with Dragonaga. He's starting to establish the engine pretty well. So Burning Force is going to immediately get that out of the way because that card will start wrecking my game. Dragonaga was a bit too fat, but we are going to Lightning Vortex. Oh wow, we're going to Volcanic Break to kill the Dragonaga. And then we have to play our third Scorch because we are just not getting good options. Alright, so we got to play the Dilf, and we also got to play a Dragron Trooper. Bless the Star Blast draw, getting us there. And now he has 2 Netherworld Depths on board, so I'm gonna get a draw, but he gets 2 draws. We were giving him so much gas, but I can't help it. I need to actually get back in the game. Or at least try to. Curse Dragon doing its job. Getting him a draw off of Purple Smoke Valley. Beldegor popping my board. We are officially at a point where we just... Dark Lancer. Since Curse Dragon's already too fat for me to get under, this is just pretty much a null and void right here. I don't die this turn, but I'm not seeing necessarily how I start coming back anymore. Talking through the board, you can see I have the Eagle, I have another Delph. And we can make our board wide, but this is not a good place to be. We need to swing. We need to get at least one, we need to get one swing through. But we're about to give him so many cards. So he's going to block with Beldegor. And he's going to Deadly Balance. And honestly, that's the game right there. I think he was confused about the play here. Okay, I think there's some discrepancy on the Deadly Balance, because I definitely tried to kill my own Deadly Balance, or kill my own dude. So I'm gonna swing with the Pterosaur. He's gonna Deadly Balance. Yeah, because I see what was happening. Yeah, he killed his own dude that had blocked, and yeah, so he's gonna hit this again, and I'm gonna kill the one that just attacked again. And I just scooped because there's no way I'm coming back from this. He's drawing too many cards, and I'm just about to get my entire field blasted. So let's go over to game 3. So game 3 is probably going to be likely a more aggro-centric game. I get to be on the draw. Well, I say the draw, but we both draw. I get to go second. He ends up starting off with Camelot Knight, coring it up. Starting off with the Dino Man. And it's not like he's going to sit here and block, like not with Camelot Night out, so we're going to get it in. Back to his turn. I see an Ice Shield, I see another Camelot. There's a Core Drain, and there's a Beldegor. Beldegor will get right in there. Now he's going to end up passing. He needs to stabilize against this deck. We're going to Ovi. We're going to Dynamin. And we're actually going to pass. A Burning Force could be devastating here, but at least one of these can't be touched. So he's just going to core up and pass because he kind of smelled the bait that I was trying to put down. But now lots of his stuff is sitting out of range. Like his Beldegor is out of range. Camelot I don't think can get out of range, but we're going to play Flamefish. And Flamefish is going to provide some much needed funnies. So I'm going to swing here and let him block. Now we left this, and this is a little bit of an awkward play because Flamefish is very, very, very vulnerable. Beldegor coming in to do even more work to my field. Contemplation before playing the Delph. And then afterwards, we're still going to make sure we're cored up a little bit. Make sure we keep some of our bigger threats alive. Getting in another swing. Swing with Flamefish this time because, again, if he wants to block that, he already knows that he's going to have to commit. I think there's 2 Ice Shields in that hand. And he's going to finally set one. Alright, hitting a Core Drain to get my death off the board. Passing the turn after coring up his cards, his spirits. Both Beldegors are pretty big, but not Flamefish big. He's unfortunately not dying this turn or next turn. Adding another body to the pressure, making sure Flamefish is a little harder to just immediately mise since it survived this long. We're going to end up swinging with Delph. He's just going to take the damage and use Ice Shield. Alright, setting the other Ice Shield after playing Dragon Naga. And we're sitting here kind of gauging our options. So, once again, moving cores around. He doesn't want to give up any of his board right now, but he's also trying to make sure that he can keep, like, there's a lot of things going on here. He wants the reduction still. He wants to be able to draw into more things. Okay, we got a Pendicles. Pendicles taking cores off of Flamefish. I get to at least leave that on there, but Pendicles is going to have enough to take off that core from Flamefish, so he can finally be free of its whackness. I'm going to get Starblast drawing. Full effect, so a full 4 cards. He's setting a card, likely to be another Ice Shield, unfortunate. I was thinking about what I wanted to take out, and I think I should just move that for a reason, because drawing into a Volcanic Break, I would want to be able to keep that, because Pendicles puts another core off of it. So we're just going over the order of attacks, the best order of attacks we think could happen. So we're trying to think about what we want to do here. We're taking a lot of damage. He's starting to feel very comfortable, and with his burst set, he knows there's like a very small chance that he actually dies this turn. So we're going to Volcanic Break and hit the Beldegor. Getting our cores back, drawing. We do not have our own Ice Shield. That is a problem. So we end up playing Eagle. He's got Burning Force in hand. Like, part of us wants to swing for the fences, but you just can't ignore how threatening his board can be. Now this is a Terrasaur that will be treated at level 3. And that at least means confront. And then we're going to Flamefish as well. So swinging over is going to auto confront. Oh, Flamefish does not give him level 3. Forgot about that. Yep, that was the whole thing. I goofed up right there. I thought I was going to give it confront, but Flamefish actually cut that off. I think I made the exact same mistake playing. So now he's in a position where I have a fair amount of blockers, and he has to figure out what to do about these things. Because he is currently out of Ice Shield, so he needs to play very, 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 very tight to not die this turn, or the following turn. My board is starting to get a little wide. Pendicles clearly checks the Pterosaur, like boss card, easily. Alright, we got a Camelot Knight coming down. Dragon Naga coming down. Pendicles swinging in order to take out the Terrasaur. Has to happen. But we'll block with Flamefish. We're just trying to see exactly what's happening. Killing Dragon Naga. Because Beldegor has nothing to trigger right now. So this is pretty good for us. Once again, there's still not a single sighting of Ice Shield in his hand anymore. So he's going to pass when we get our turns. We have an Andromeda in hand, so we do have an out for another World Depth. So we're going to set our burst. Immediately play Andromeda to get rid of Netherworld Debts. He's got to go. And we're going to core up again. Now with Burning Force not being able to target some of my cards right now, we're in for a big doozy. Swing with Andromeda. Camelot Knight gets in there. Swing with the Eagle. Burning Force might have to come down soon, but like no matter what, we're still going to have a fair amount to swing with. So swing here. Burning Force is going to get rid of those. Taking them from 2 to 1. And that's going to be the passing of my turn. I can't do anything after that. So now he essentially has 1 turn to get stabilized. Playing another Dragon Naga for the draw. Playing a Dark Bishop, which is going to meet the immediate Star Blast. Very neat. We're going to get a Core Drain to get rid of Andromeda. Playing another Dragon Naga. He knows he doesn't have the Ice Shield, so he's trying to set up the wall of blockers while digging himself into his next. Has to swing with that one, because he needs to see what card's in hand. He gets the card. It is not Ice Shield. So we're also going to hit the Lightning and kill Pendicles so that Pendicles can't get rid of any more of my board. And then we're going to end up Burning Force to kill that Dragon Naga, and that's the game. So let's move over to a message from Mystic TCG, and then we'll close out the video. So let's talk about Mystic TCG, your one-stop shop for all your TCG needs. On the site, you can buy or pre-order plenty of sealed product for plenty of games. Just make sure though, if you're pre-ordering, to give it 3 to 4 months in advance to start looking, because sometimes the product is indeed hot, supply and demand, you know. And then if you want to buy singles, go on tcgplayer.com. There's going to be a link in the description where you can buy for the best value. And if you want to sell cards or collections, you can message them on their Facebook site so you can get the best bang for your buck on any type of way you want to buy or sell cards. And then while you're at it, you can use the code UNIXTCG at checkout to get even more of a discount. So hey, what are you waiting for? Check out Mystic TCG today. All right, so yeah, that was the exciting match. I hope you guys were able to see just some cool gameplay stuff, some how things were able to fall, how the matchup was, just like some really cool stuff shaping up set 1, which, by the way, is about to drop within days. This is going to be amazing, and I'm so excited to be able to play this game in its fullest and have locals and whatnot. So with that being said, and the message from our partial sponsor, Mystic TCG, one of the best places you could find to actually buy this card game, if not just pre-order stuff for later as well. And there's actually just not Battle Spirits, there's plenty of stuff on there, so just go check it out. Affiliate link, 5% off, you know the deal. Thanks for showing up, and I will see you guys in the next bit of content. You guys have a great day. See ya.